If you look around today, things feel pretty normal. Masks are mostly off, large crowds have gathered again, and for a lot of us, the pandemic feels like a closed chapter. So, if the emergency has faded and we've largely gone back to our regular routines, why are scientists still spending billions of dollars and countless hours studying COVID-19? Viruses behave like malicious software on your computer. They are rogue packets of genetic code that continuously update to bypass your body's security systems. This table shows the lineage of the SARS-CoV-2 virus. Looking at the names in that column, Alpha, Beta, Delta, Omicron, and JN.1, shows a history of these updates. Every time the virus mutates, it creates a version of itself that is slightly better at slipping past our immune defenses. Because this code keeps changing, we cannot invent one medicine and walk away. We have to change how we design treatments to keep up with a moving target. To understand how we fight back, we need to zoom down into the microscopic world and see how this code operates inside the body. This diagram shows a viral infection in action. Over on the left, the virus attaches to specific docking stations, called receptors, on the outside of a healthy host cell before forcing its way through the front door. Once inside, the virus begins unpacking itself. It releases its genetic material and hijacks the cell's normal operations, turning the host into a factory that only reads the virus's blueprints. The compromised cell is forced to build new viral parts, package them up, and release an entire army of new viruses back into the body to infect other healthy cells. Antiviral medicines are designed to jam up this microscopic assembly line. But as the virus mutates its code, it alters the physical shape of its parts. When that happens, older drugs lose their grip, and the treatment fails. Mapping out every single step of this cycle is the only way to find vulnerabilities in the virus's code and plan our medical counterattacks. Building a brand new medicine from scratch is incredibly slow. It can take up to 15 years and cost billions of dollars. During a fast-spreading outbreak, we don't have that kind of time. To move faster, scientists use a strategy called drug repurposing. Instead of starting from zero, they search through existing medicines to see if any of them can disrupt the new virus. For example, an antiviral medication called Remdesivir was originally created years earlier to treat Ebola. When researchers realized its structure could also block the new coronavirus from copying its genetic code, it was pulled off the shelf to help. This table highlights how systematically this strategy was applied. You can see older, familiar drugs matched right up to their new roles in fighting the COVID-19 infection. The biggest advantage of this strategy is safety. Because these older medications had already passed human toxicity tests, scientists skipped a decade of initial safety trials and got them to patients almost immediately. Drug repurposing saved lives by treating time as our most precious resource. We don't always need to invent new weapons if we know how to adapt the ones we already have. Even with these drugs, researchers faced a physical problem. Many antivirals dissolve too quickly in the body, or they cannot reach the deeper areas, like the nervous system, where viruses hide. To overcome these physical hurdles, scientists turn to nanotechnology. Nanotechnology involves building microscopic delivery vehicles. Scientists wrap the active drug inside a tiny protective shell made of fat molecules. These shells act like guided missiles, shielding the medicine as it travels through the bloodstream and delivering the payload exactly to infected cells. This ensures that the older drugs we repurpose actually arrive precisely where they are needed with maximum efficiency. The reason this research continues is because the innovations it forced into existence have permanently changed how we approach infectious diseases. By combining fast drug matching with precise delivery, scientists have built a system that can be quickly customized for different viruses as they appear. We are developing a defense that updates alongside the viruses themselves. It means that when the new viral code tries to spread, we are already perfectly positioned to block it.